Hello and welcome to the first episode of my kind of quick F1 23 career mode series. I'm going to be doing this series until, obviously, I get my hands on F1 24. So this may end up being a one series thing. I will finish at least one season of this career mode 100%, but depending on when I do get the game, it'll probably maybe be 2 seasons, most likely one, but we'll see. But I put a poll on my community thing on YouTube, and you guys decided between Red Bull and Mercedes, we're both tying as the most wanted teams for me to do it. And I did a spin the wheel, and it landed on Mercedes. So we're going to drive for Mercedes with my teammate being Lewis Hamilton. And I'm doing a 16 race calendar. I'm not really too sure what they are off the top of my head. Starting with Bahrain, like usual. But to start off this career mode, obviously I'm going to get a bunch of upgrades done, starting off with quite a few R&D or resource points. So I've gotten a few upgrades done here now. Now I'm just going to fast forward and skip the car reveal because we've all seen it before. Now coming to see if my upgrades actually did go on the car. As you saw, as you will see, basically all of the upgrades that I did put on the car all failed, which is quite unfortunate. So I do go back and redo them, so hopefully they'll be with us for the second round, which I believe to be Australia. But as we go to the race weekend here at Bahrain for free practice 1, I do just want to mention actually I have just started learning traction control, no traction control on F1 23, so this will be my first kind of proper experience with no traction control. So if I do make quite a few mistakes, do bear with me here, as it is obviously my first time trying to drive with no traction control for long distance. I've done time trial, I've practiced quite a bit to try and get okay at Bahrain, so the content isn't just really boring to me spinning. I can actually get some good racing in, so I have done some practice, but I'm not expecting too much from race 1 or practice, just kind of trying to get used to driving with no traction control for long periods of time. I'm expecting a few mistakes, I'm expecting a few spins. Maybe I have to go the whole race without spinning. Maybe a little less pace than maybe you've seen you would have seen in videos that I've posted before. Making a little mistake there, just getting on the car a little bit too early there. Still just trying to, find the limits of this track, seeing where I can accelerate and just seeing what I can do. But as you can also see, I have on the camera, the onboard camera, if you saw my video where I did realistic cameras, that is just what I'm going to be running, because I like the way it is, especially for Mercedes here. It's one of my favourites that I've done. Making a big mistake there, so we're going to learn not to do that for the race, because that did make me lose quite a bit of time. But so hopefully it won't be too bad, content wise, just maybe the episodes, hopefully I don't spin every 5 seconds, maybe make it quite interesting for you guys, and maybe even challenge for the World Drivers' Championship here first season straight away, which would be quite nice. Now at the end of practice, I do go fastest, but literally by 0.001 of a second from Max Verstappen and Charles Leclerc, 8 tenths off the pace of us here, but obviously he didn't do his soft slap, he went just on the mediums. So our teammate Hamilton down in P9, also not doing a soft slap, but clearly maybe not having the pace. But P1 in practice, I'll take it. Got a nice tried to get used to the car, maybe got a good feel of the car and where I can accelerate a bit better. So now going into qualifying here, it is short qualifying, but going on for our first lap here, hoping I can get a solid banker lap, because the odds are of me just doing one lap and then leaving it, especially with no traction control here, probably very unlikely. So I'm just going to try and get a good banker lap in before going out again later on in the session. But now coming through the last corner here, this lap felt alright, to be fair. I haven't really made any severe mistakes, but as we come to the line here, it's a 1:32.0, and we go P5 currently with Gasly in P3, Carlos Sainz ahead of us. Nico Hulkenberg goes faster than us, so this definitely isn't a good lap, so we definitely have to go back out for a second lap. As I fast forward the session, I'll probably just go back out at the end of the session here. As coming to start my lap here is a lot of traffic, so I overtake it all as they let me pass to go and start my lap. I do brake a little bit to let the car ahead start their lap as Perez gets really close to me here. But as I go to start my lap, Perez tucks in and gets a bit of slipstream here, which gets a bit of a better run out, I guess, at the corner with the slipstream as well, and tries to make a move down my inside. And hoping he would back out as he drops back a bit, I turn the corner like I would on a normal flying lap, and we make contact, which at this part of this, this point of the session, where we are in P12, is I'm going to have to hope I get back, and I get a 5-place grid penalty for that, which I think is quite unfair. There's a big pile up there now as well. That's Lando Norris out of the session as well. Perez just ruined all of our qualifying as I try and get to the line to start another lap, and I can't. And that's qualifying over. And with that 5-place grid penalty, I do start P12, which obviously is not the ideal start for us in our first race of this career mode. But as you can see, it's quite a different lineup here. We've got Albon in P5 in the Williams, and Gasly in P6 in an Alpine. Both Alphas in the top 10, which is quite unusual. But we had four people got disqualified, including my teammate Hamilton. So he's going to be starting P19, which obviously isn't great for the team. Not a great start for us. We both start quite far back here. But with qualifying over here now, we do go to the Grand Prix.
So with the race not far away from starting, here's what today's grid rundown looks like. Charles Leclerc lines up on pole position, and Max Verstappen lines up alongside. Considering the rest of the grid, we have Sainz, Albon, Gasly, Zhou, Hülkenberg, Oscar Piastri, Bottas, Norris, Fernando Alonso, Ricciardo, Ocon, Sargent, the rookie, Magnussen, Perez, Hamilton, Tsunoda, and Lance Stroll brings the grid to a close. And with lights out just moments away, it's time to go down to the track.
Now, from previous experiences here, personally, I think the softs run quite well here at Bahrain. They last quite a while. So I'm going to go obviously with the one stop here, 20-lap race. I'm going to go softs and then mediums. I think that's probably the better strategy than the hards because, well, tyre wear isn't really that bad here, so I don't think the hards are really necessary. But so yeah, we're just going to stick with the soft mediums. 9 laps on the softs and then 11 on the medium. Now, I haven't really got the hang of starting with no traction control, but hoping for a good start. Let's go to 5 red lights, and it's lights out and away we go. At first it seems like not the best start here, but as we get the foot all the way down on the throttle, using a bit of the RS, it turns out to be an okay start as we do try and make some places up, going back to P12 as we did get overtaken on the very start there, making contact at the back of Alonso there. Not really severe enough for it to matter, as we do make one place going to turn 1 as we move up to P11. Maybe looking to make a run on Norris here going out of turn 2. And we do try and maybe make the move here, as we maybe try and go round the outside as Gasly kind of holds him up. I'll try and maybe go around the both of them, but I do lose the rear ever so slightly there. We do only make up one place here, but we do go into the points now in P10. As I do make a big mistake here, big mistake there as well, and Lando Norris manages to try and maybe regain the position. But we managed to maybe hold it off here going through the next few corners. And we do manage to keep Lando behind us maybe. But he does try and go around this again, but he does back out of the move there luckily. So we do manage to hold on to P10 for now. Now on lap 4 here, maybe trying to get an advantage of Hülkenberg and Gasly battling here, holding each other up ever so slightly maybe. And we can look out of turn 2, maybe get a good run and get the overtake on both of them. But we do get maybe past Gasly here with the DRS and using the DRS. Even though we did lose the back rear end on coming out of turn 2, we did get a good run. So now overtaking both of them here as we get a double overtake as Hülkenberg goes to try and defend off Gasly and we just go round his outside. But now on the next lap here, going down the main straight into the RF, maybe looking to try and make an overtake on Zhou Guanyu as we go side by side as we go through the exit of turn 1, maybe now going to turn 2, trying to keep him behind as I do lose the rear ever so slightly there. And neither of us get DRS there, as we did go like side by side through the DRS protection zone. But having better straight line speed than that Alfa Romeo, we do manage to stay ahead of him there and get up into P7. Coming towards the end of lap 9 here now, we do plan on coming into the pits here as Lando Norris has gained a lot of time on us here now, only just 5 tenths or 6 tenths behind us. but we do dive into the pits to go onto the medium compound tyres. It's a quick stop for us here, just 2.3, but as we come out of the pits, I think we've gained quite a bit of time on Lando there, as he comes out of the pits on the mediums as well, so clearly the better strategy is to go from the softs to the mediums, but we're now 4.2 seconds ahead, 4.3 now ahead as we came out of the pits there of Lando Norris, which is quite good. Means we had a good pit stop there. As we go past the pits now on lap 11, we go back to P7 as the rest of the grid do come into the pits. But now on lap 16 here, maybe looking to overtake Alex Albon for P6 as we go down his round the outside even, as maybe he tries to fight us back now going into turn 2. We do get the better line, maybe the better run as well, as we hold our position as Albon does stay behind us, and we manage to move up into P6. Coming out of turn 2 here now, Albon right behind us here, just 2 tenths away from us with the DRS, and we're looking to move down our inside as we try and go defensive there. We brake quite late, leaving him the room though on the racing line, hoping to get better traction out of the corner, and we do get better traction out of the corner. We do manage to hold off our position here to Alex Albon on the harder tyres, but honestly I thought he would be able to make the move there, but we managed to hold him off there, and we do hold P6. Now coming on the last lap of the race towards the finish line, Max Verstappen does come across the line to win the Bahrain Grand Prix, as we do come home somehow in the points. We do make up 6 places from where we started, obviously from Perez giving us the worst qualifying we probably have, as we do come across the line to get P6 for the first race of this career mode. Not the best start, but honestly it's good to get points on this race, especially with how qualifying went. I'm surprised that we did actually get quite good points. We do also get driver of the day, which is quite nice, obviously going from P12 to P6. I would see us getting driver of the day, but as I said, Max Verstappen does come home to win the Bahrain Grand Prix, honestly not a surprise. But standing on the podium with Verstappen is Leclerc and Sainz in P2 and P3, so Ferrari getting a great result here. Obviously we didn't get the best result. I'm not too sure where Hamilton finished. He finished just outside of the points there, which is quite unfortunate. So we do only bring home 8 points for the team. So obviously not much in the constructors, but could have been better, could have been worse. But I hope you enjoyed this first episode of my F1 23 Career Mode series, and I'll see you in the next one.